this technology is going to be the end of me. Okay, so if you have had enough of self-massage with your little tennis ball or golf ball, you can put it on the side. Maybe if we have time, we can do some more self-massage in the end. And for now, I think let's start in child's pose today. Because when I fold, my mic usually stops working. If you can't hear me, just wave or something and I'll come up. So open your knees as wide as your mat. Bring your feet together, your toes together, and stretch your arms as far forward as your flexibility allows it. Rest your forehead on the ground. Also rest your elbows on the ground. Spread your fingers and gently allow them to touch the floor one by one. And then maybe here you can just roll from side to side as if you're massaging your forehead. Not a big movement, just the forehead. The head only turns, the shoulders, the body that don't move. And then when you've had enough of your forehead massage, just relax the head and make sure that you're consciously letting go of any holding on to the muscles in your neck, in your shoulders, the entire upper body and the arms. Let go of everything and allow them to surrender to gravity. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel the support, the warmth. Also allow the hips to get loose and try and bring your sitting bones towards your heels. Let go of your inner thighs. Your hip muscles. And instead of squeezing and resisting, just allow. And now take a few moments to bring your attention to your breath. Notice the length of the breath, the depth. Without changing it, just observe. Let go of everything in the mind. Try to leave the outside world for the next hour or so. And be fully present with the help of your breath. Simply observing, following your inhalations and exhalations. And slowly start to make your inhales longer, your exhales longer. Gently constrict the back of your throat. Make the breath a little more smooth. A little bit more rhythmic. Let's take 5 more breaths, trying to regulate inhalations and exhalations, and noticing the gentle pause between each inhalation and exhalation, and each exhalation and inhalation. Final breath here. And continuing to breathe like so. Lift the head and look between your hands. And then come on the fingertips of your hands. And then see if you can walk your fingers as far forwards as you can without lifting the hips away from your heels. So you should feel a really nice stretch along the back, along the arms, your shoulders opening. Turn your tricep down towards the floor and your elbow crease up towards the sky. Keep pressing those fingertips, keep extending from your fingers down towards your tailbone. Gently engage your belly and pull the pelvic floor up. Good. And then from here, let's walk the hands over to the left. And bring your hips even closer towards the right heel. So James, we have walked over to the left. I don't know if you have done that. I can't see. And we're breathing. Okay. Feel the length along the right side from the hips to the fingertips. 2 more breaths. Slow, smooth, easy. And then slowly walk your hands over to the right. You don't really need to reach too far. Make sure your left hip is close to your left heel. Feel into the left side of the body, the left fingers, shoulder, armpit, rib cage. Fill it with breath. Nice. And then slowly come back to center. Good. And then from here, let's sit on our heels. We're in a very comfortable place to do the lion breath, which we haven't done for a while. So you're sitting on your heels, your knees are open as wide as your mat, and then lean forwards and press your hands into the floor with the fingers pointing backwards. Good. So go as far forward as you need or as far back. Even you can use your blocks to support your hands if you cannot reach. So while you're preparing to do the pose, I'm going to show you. You've done lion breath before, so you should know. However, you take a deep inhale through the nose and you exhale through the mouth by sticking your tongue out as far out as you can and really widely opening your eyes and turning your gaze towards the tip of the nose. So it's a lot to remember, but do as much as you can. Most important is inhale through the mouth, exhale through the inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, sticking the tongue out and making the sound. So 5 of these. Express yourself and then let it all out. You can even shout. Inhale through the nose. Pull the belly in when you exhale. Inhale through the nose. Chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, tongue out. Open the eyes and look towards the tip of the nose. 3 more. Take your time. Inhale, fill up the chest, open it, shoulders back. Exhale. And look towards the tip of the nose. Inhale. Last one. Great face yoga as well. Sit back on your heels. Let's do a few circles with the wrists in one direction, the other direction. This is actually a great breath work because you can really let all your frustration, everything out. Shake your wrists. And then let's come to all fours from here. Stacking your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your hands. And let's do a few rounds of cat and cow. But make sure that your bicep is pointing backwards or is facing rather than pointing, and your elbow crease is facing forwards. And then start inhaling, dropping the belly, softening it, opening the chest, looking up. Exhale, tuck the toe. Not the toe, the tail, round the back, push the floor and release the neck, the head, maybe shake it a few times. So take your time, make the movement slow or as fast as your breath is, and your breath should feel comfortable. Do not strain it. Good. Final couple of rounds wherever you are. And then let's meet in neutral. Now from here, we're going to walk the hands just a little bit more forwards, 1 palm forwards. And then from here, we're going to push the hips to the right, then sink a little forwards, and then push the hips to the left and go a bit back. So we're doing circles with the hips in one direction. Sit as far back as you can, come as far forwards as you want, but keep the elbow crease forwards. And then reverse the direction. My hip bones are clicking, making noises. So are my knees. Joints are moving, lubricating. That's great for the body. Nice. And then let's come back to the center. Hips over your knees. Walk the hands even further forwards. Open them as wide as the mat and come to a puppy pose. So we were talking today about, not today, yesterday, about cute poses. So this is a cute pose. Yeah, imagine you're a puppy, and maybe you can even wiggle your tail left and right. Tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly in, lift your pelvic floor. When you're wiggling your tail, maybe notice the nice stretch along the side of your armpits. Good. And a final breath in puppy. And then let's come forwards and come on the elbows, dropping the body down on the floor in Sphinx pose. Open your feet as wide as your mat. Turn the little toes towards the ground. Make sure the elbows are underneath your shoulders, pubic bone down into the floor. Engage the core, open the chest, shoulders back, lift the head, look up. Keep pressing the backs of your feet into the floor, and optional here to straighten the arms for a slightly deeper back bend. Good, enjoy the breath. Into the belly, the chest, out of the chest and the belly. Final breath. And then slowly release. Come on the elbows and then release the arms by the side of the body. Turn the palms up and lift the arms as far up as you can. So squeeze the shoulder blades together and move the shoulders away from your ears. And then let's do 10 small pulses up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hands and arms up. And then slowly release. Right cheek on the floor. Take a little rest. And then let's slowly come up. Let's do the same, lifting the arms, but this time you're either gonna grab your strap or interlace your fingers. And then lift the arms as far away from the body as the openness of your shoulders allows. And then the option is also to bring your legs up. So if your legs are open, it's going to be easier. If your legs are closed and close together, it's going to be more difficult. Let's take 5 breaths. Long spine, strong back. Keep looking forwards and breathe. Relax the face. Pubic bone into the floor. Lift a little higher for the last 2. Engage. And then release. Left cheek on the floor. Rest. Wiggle the hips. And then from here, hands next to your chest. Hands next to the chest, spread the fingers. Squeeze the elbows together towards the body. And then from here, tuck the toes under. Pubic bone down into the floor. Engage your core, lift the pelvic. And then on your next inhale, push yourself up into a plank position without dropping the hips. Good. Now here, let's take 5 breaths. Externally rotate the shoulders. Spread the fingers. Shoulders are over your wrists. Tailbone is down, belly is up. Keep breathing. And exhale, downward facing dog. Press the hips as high up as you can. Walk the dog. You can keep your knees bent. Shake the head. Yes, no. Allow the neck to be really relaxed. Maybe even try and look towards your navel. That might not be possible, but that should be the intention. And let's stay in still down dog for the next 3 breaths. Rolling the shoulders out, engaging your palms in Hasta Bandha, pressing the base of your fingers, especially the index and thumb. Not so much weight on the heel of your hands. Turn the tailbone up. Bring the chest closer to your thighs. Very good. And then let's inhale, come forwards into plank. So from here, we're going to come down on our elbows, building a little bit of strength in our shoulders, in the arms. Great for arm balances, inversions, headstands, handstands. Roll the shoulders back, tuck the tail under, keep breathing. Very nice. And then inhale, left palm, right palm through plank and into downward facing dog. Good. We have one more transition like that. So take a few moments here to stretch the body, walk the dog, maybe rest in child's pose, whatever feels good. And then the last one will be a transition from plank to elbow plank and back. So we'll do it 5 times on each side. Let's prepare and inhale in down dog. Stretch the body. Exhale, come forwards, plank. Take an inhale here, make the body really strong, and then exhale, right elbow, left elbow. Inhale, right palm, left palm. Exhale, left elbow, right elbow. Inhale, left palm, right palm. Whichever way you do it. 3 more. Elbows, palms, elbows, palms, elbows, palms. And exhale, knees down, child's pose. Yay. Good. Now you can use your blocks here for the next pose, where you put your elbows on top of the blocks and thread your head through, keeping your hips over your knees, or you can use a piece of furniture. I'm going to use that chair. And the elbows should be shoulder distance apart. If you need to walk your knees further back, make prayer with your palms and then bend the elbows and see if you can bring the prayer towards the back between your shoulder blades. Now this is a great stretch for your shoulders, for your chest, for your pecs. Make sure you're not allowing your back to curve, especially the lower back. Bring the belly in and tuck the tail under. Also make an effort to externally rotate the shoulders while in the pose and breathe deeply. Beautiful pose. Final breath. And then slowly, consciously engage the core, curve the back, and then slowly come out. And let's sit on our heels and then do eagle arms with the Left elbow on top of the right. Good. Now inhale, pull the elbows away from the face and maybe lift them further up, coming into a back bend. Good. Now from here, let's come back out from the back bend if you're in it. Inhale, come on your knees. And exhale, step your right leg forwards. Inhale, tuck the back toe under. And inhale, come into high lunge with your eagle arms in place. Good. Now, if you're feeling your balance is not very stable, step the back leg a bit to the left. Sink a little lower. Make sure that your tailbone is tucked under. And then slowly release those arms. Give them a nice loose circle back. And grab them behind your back. Or grab your strap. Interlace. And now place the back heel on the floor, gently turning the body diagonally. Prepare for humble warrior. Exhale, slowly bow forwards. First with your belly trying to touch your thigh and then releasing the rest of the body forwards, bringing the arms forwards and away from your back. Strong legs. Let's lift the toes of your legs and engage Pada Bandha, the arches. And then slowly keep pressing the balls of your toes and your heels while releasing the toes down. Very good. Take another breath. And inhale. Let's come halfway. Release your strap, release your hands, and walk over to the center. So wide-legged forward fold. Your toes slightly in, your heels slightly out. Inhale halfway. Place the hands on your hips. Squeeze the elbows. And exhale. Release the weight of the torso down towards the ground. Keep your elbows engaging. Shoulders back, chest opening. No tension in your neck. And then exhale, release the arms. Next inhale, come halfway up and then walk your feet together. Good. Coming into a forward fold. Good. Actually, keep them hip distance apart. And let's enjoy another forward fold here. You can bend your knees or keep them straight. Grab the opposite elbows, relax the neck. Shake, or rather swing from side to side. Up and down. Good. And then let's come halfway up. James, roll your shoulders back and really lengthen that spine. Turn the tailbone up. Bend your knees a bit more. If you bend your knees, you can straighten. Yeah, that's it. Much straighter back. Now bring the chin in so your neck is long too. Beautiful. One more breath. And then exhale. Bend the knees as much as you need to so that your entire palm is down on the floor. And now we're going to do a little jump, transferring the weight on your hands, and at the same time, come down on our knees again. Just a little jump if you can, and then come on your knees. Good. So now we need to do the eagle arms on the other side. The problem is I don't remember which side we did. Okay, so right elbow. Yes, I remember. Right elbow over the left. Intertwine the arms. If I'm instructing it wrong, you do your side. The important thing is that I remember it's the left leg forward this time. So let's do a little back bend here first. Pull the elbows out and away from your face. And on your next exhale, bring the elbows back down. Inhale, come on your knees. Exhale, step the left leg forward. Tuck the back toe under, and on your next inhale, come up. Again, pulling the elbows away, sinking a little lower. Now, the idea of the back leg is to be straight eventually. However, you really need to think about your lower back and not arch it too much. So tuck the tailbone first. And if that makes you bend the back leg, it's okay. Stay with it bent. If you can straighten it, straighten it. And then slowly release, do a loose, circle backwards, grab your strap or your hands, interlace the fingers. Exhale, back heel is down on the floor. Make sure your knee is over your ankle. If not, step the foot a little more back. And then exhale, lean forwards, starting with the belly. Humble warrior, bowing forwards. Bringing the arms away from the back. Lift your toes, engage the arches. Keeping them engaged, slowly release the toes. Bring your focus back to the breath. Final breath, bring those arms a little more forward, sink a little lower, and exhale, release. And then turn over towards the middle for a wide-legged forward fold. Now this time we're going to do a different position with the arms. Grabbing the hands behind your back, interlacing, and allowing the body to hang. Transfer your weight forwards and really notice the four corners of your feet. So the base of your big toe, the base of your small toe, the inner heel and the outer heel, and press through those four corners. Lift the arches, engage them. Turn the tailbone up and bring those arms even further forwards. Nice. And then slowly exhale, bring the hands down in the middle. Walk your feet so they're hip distance. And now another forward fold. Now here you can, if you can reach, grab your big toes with the index and middle finger. Inhale halfway first and exhale, come forward. If you can't reach, hands wherever you can reach. From halfway, bend into maybe bending your knees. Relax the shoulders, relax the top of the head down. And breathe. Let's take 5 breaths here. Last breath. Inhale, come halfway up. And now walk your hands forwards, a little bit forwards of you. Grab your blocks if you cannot reach. And then let's bend the right knee slightly and then start sending the left leg back for warrior 3. Yeah, point the toes and the knee down. Keep that standing leg slightly micro bent. Engage the core, pull the pelvic floor up. Keep your focus down on the floor. We are going to leave the left hand down and we're going to swivel the chest open towards the right side. Open the arm and maybe look towards the arm. So we are in a twisted balance, yeah? Left leg back, right arm up. Send the left heel further back, the crown further forwards. Open across the chest, stack the 2 shoulders, one on top of the other. Then exhale, release. Ooh. Release both hands down on the floor, but keep the leg up. So we're going to go for a little standing splits. But before that, let's do a few circles with the ankle in one direction and in the other. Now walk your hands or your blocks closer to the standing leg. Bend that standing leg even more if you need to, and bring the chest closer to it. Relax the head. And then see if you can bring that left leg a little higher. Good. 3 more breaths in standing splits. Keep opening. Keep your focus. Maybe for the last couple of breaths, you can grab your ankle with 1 or 2 hands and then release. Bring the back leg down and keeping your knees together. Let's come into a squat. See if you can keep your heels down on the floor. If not, use a block. Place it underneath your heels. Okay, elbows on top of the knees, hands in prayer. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Lengthen the spine. Close the eyes and let's take a few breaths here. James, knees are together, feet are together. James, can you hear me? Yes, good. So everything together this time for a change. Now from here, we're going to come all the way up. So press your feet into the ground, engage your legs, press the feet, start straightening the legs, stretch the arms all the way up, come into a gentle back bend. And exhale, hands in prayer. Good, shake. We've got the other leg to do. Let me just see the time. And then we're going to start from a forward fold. So slowly coming into your forward fold. Place the hands a little in front of your feet or a little more in front of your feet. And then if you're using blocks, use the blocks under your hands. And now bending your left leg a little, you're going to send the right leg back. See if you can straighten it, flex the foot, point the toes and the knee down. Stable through your right hand. The standing leg is slightly bent. Start lifting the left arm, opening the body to the left. Keep breathing. Relax the face. Lift that back leg a little higher. Flex the foot a little stronger. Heel to the back of the room, crown to the front. Open the chest. Open that left shoulder. Exhale, pull the belly in, and then slowly release the hand down on your next exhale. And then walk your hands a little closer to your left foot or your blocks. You can keep the standing leg bent, and then slowly allow the chest to come closer. Release the top of the head, and on your next inhale, see if you can bring the back leg further up. Don't forget to breathe. Engage your standing leg, the foot. Lift the arches of your foot. Maybe grab the ankle with one hand. Maybe with two. Final couple of breaths. Give it all you've got. Lift that leg a little higher. And exhale, release the hands. Release the back leg. Squat down, everything together. Feet, ankles, knees together. Prayer in front of the face rather, because your elbows now are on top of your knees. Use your supports under your heels if you need them. Lengthen the spine, roll the shoulders back, send the chest forwards. Good. And then engaging your legs, pushing the feet into the floor. Let's come up. Stretch. Back bend. And exhale. Prayer in front of the heart. Relax the body, give it a shake. And let's stand in mountain pose, feet hip distance. Palms facing forwards. Close the eyes. Notice your breathing. The mind. See if there's any panic, any resistance, any stories that are being created. Usually this is what happens when we face a challenge or a difficult situation. And just let it all go. Maybe breathe out through the mouth. Maybe even sigh out 2 more times. And then resume your breath, ujjayi, or simply long, smooth breaths in and out. And then take a moment to notice the body. Maybe you can find those points where now energy is flowing a little more freely, where the muscles are a bit more open. Maybe there's any tingling, any warmth. Just stay with the body for a few moments in silence. And slowly open your eyes, come back to the room. Now, we're going to sit down by crossing your feet together and then pressing on the outer edges of your feet, so lifting the inner edges. So the idea is that we start bending the knees and ending up sitting in a cross-legged position. Yay. Stretch the arms forwards, open those knees, open the knees, yes, yes. And relax. Good. So now let's work on those hips a little. So we do the ankle to knee pose. Benny, for you. James, you keep your shin in front. We're starting with the right shin. And also, James, use one of the blocks to sit on so it can be easier for you to bend forwards. Yeah. So wherever you are, really flex your feet. No, don't force your ankle on top. No. Just leave your shin in front, James. Yeah, good. And then from here, place your hands down on the floor, lengthen the spine. And then slowly start leaning forwards, hinging from your hips. Walking the hands slowly sideways and then forwards. So James, I can't see if you've got your feet together. That's not the case. You should have your right shin in front of the right, in front of the left. But because I can't see, I'm just checking. Good. Keeping your back long, shoulders back. We're going to stay in this pose for a little. If it feels good to rock from side to side, you can do that. Relax the neck. Relax the top of the body. Allow it to hang, drape over the lower body. Long inhales and exhales. Yeah, if you feel like you want to support your head, maybe use your wrists, your fists rather, or use your blocks or any furniture around you. Allow the neck to really rest, because this neck is taking so much weight, tensing most of the day, especially for those who work on their computers. Good. Final couple of breaths. And then slowly inhale to come back out. And let's repeat on the left leg. So left shin in front, or left shin on top of the right. So you need to push your bottom shin a little bit more forward. So the two shins are kind of stacked, one on top of the other. Your ankle is over your knee is over your ankle. Now that we've got that base sorted, press the hands into the floor and push yourself up so that you can really lengthen the spine, open the shoulders, and then exhale, come forwards, but starting from the belly, not from the shoulders. And then walk your hands sideways and forwards. And then don't force it in the beginning. Stay here in the pose, maybe rock gently to loosen up the hips. And then slowly, if you feel like you can go a little more forwards, you can do that. James, if you try and stack those two blocks on their highest level, one on top of the other, on your shins, maybe you can support your head. Yeah, but don't close the knees. No, that's not the point of the pose. Just stay there, relax. Breathing in and out in silence for the next 5 breaths. Enjoy the pose, enjoy the stretch, and let the opening of the muscles. Final breath. And then slowly make your way out. And prepare to lie down. So, whichever way you want. If you feel like rocking a few times, you can do that. Or simply allow the back to come down vertebra by vertebra. Take your time. Once we are here on our backs, we're going to go into the plow pose just for a couple of minutes. So press the palms down into the floor, straighten the legs up, engage the core, and on your next inhale, swing the legs back, press the palms. Doesn't matter if you touch or you don't touch the floor. Let's stay here and enjoy a little neck stretch. If you want, you can interlace the hands behind your back. Walk the shoulders closer together. And you can go a little deeper by bending the knees, bringing them to the outside of your ears, just for 3 to 5 breaths. And then slowly release the palms down on the floor and bring your back down vertebra by vertebra until your legs are up vertical, and then you can bend them and bring the legs down on the floor. Prepare for Shavasana. If you need anything, now's the time to bring it. You need to switch off the lights. You can do that. And slowly start to relax. Every part of your body. Relax the arms. Place them a little away from the body. The palms are facing up. Release the legs, allowing the feet to fall outwards. And every breath you take, notice how the body becomes a little more relaxed, more comfortable, and more at peace. Enjoy your relaxation. And here I leave you with the opportunity to either start waking up the body and coming back to the physical world, or continuing to stay in relaxation for a little longer. Thank you for joining me. Have a great Thursday. Bye.